Good evening, everyone, or good morning, depending on where you are watching this particular video. This is the J-MELO Weekly Recap. It is April the 8th, 2012. My name is Joshua, and I am your host for this humble little effort. And I hope all is well in your part of the world right about now. This week on J-MELO, we had what is referred to, and I'm hoping I pronounced this word right, as a Taiban. Now, what is that? Well, they take two bands and they put them back to back together. This week we had the bands STEREOPONY and HY. STEREOPONY actually, since 2009, does come to the U.S. come to North America every so often. They had two songs performed. One was, I'll give you the English translation because I was butchering the Japanese. The English translation was Moonlight Signpost, and the other song was called Stand By Me. But if you want the Japanese translation of the first song, it's Tsukakari no Michisherube. I'll take my bow right now for even attempting that. They were followed by a group called HY, and they had the songs Gajumaro Beat or Banyan Beat, AM 1100, and Watashi no Hero or My Hero. And if someone says to me, okay, of the two, which one did you actually like better? Come on, that's like asking me who's my favorite child, for God's sakes. But if someone says to me, which one would be the band you would probably go look for more music from? HY. STEREOPONY is good, but HY is a bit of a more mellow, more mellow sound. And as I put it on Twitter, they put the mellow into J-MELO. Especially the My Hero song. Now, if somebody says to me, so what do you compare what they did this week, and by the way, we're doing it again next week, I'll give you the bands in a second, or the groups, what would you compare this to in America? Good question. In America, we sometimes have this thing where there's multiple different bands that perform sets, and they usually go one after the other, after the other, after the other. A good example would be, there was this type of tour in the U.S. called the Family Values Tour. So you'd have Stained, Limp Bizkit, Korn. I think Kid Rock was a part of it at one point. But you'd have these different groups, and they usually go one after the other, after the other, after the other. So that would probably be a really good way to compare it, as opposed to what was done in J-MELO this week. Here's what I'm going to call a little bullshit, though, or a little BS. This Taiban was only 5 songs long, and it was literally boom, 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 boom. The one that's going to happen next week is actually going to be longer. But then again, it's two idol groups in Japan, from Japan, so maybe that's why. But I'll give their names in a second. I will tell you that after that, the following week we're going into the viewer special. So I'm excited. I don't know about y'all, but it'll be really interesting to see the groups we're going to have next week, which are Morning Musume, and this one, I don't know how you actually pronounce it, but you can pronounce it, I guess, two ways: all cute or cute. Put it this way, you have this one little O, it looks like it's a degree symbol, C-UT. Leave in the comments how you would pronounce that. Thanks. Because I don't want to butcher it, to be perfectly frank. But it was a good show this week. And by the way, both groups come from Okinawa, which I thought was interesting because they've had a couple specials, or a couple episodes, and they dealt with that particular island in Japan, Okinawa. So, got that. I believe that is all I have for you this week. Relatively short week because of the fact of it's one of these Taibans, but next week of course we're going to have One Was a Man Cute, so I guess I will see you then. Until then, my friends. Oh, there's one more thing. I removed my original avatar that I was using for this channel. If you have any suggestions for an image that you think I could use to represent this channel better, leave me a link to said image in a PM, or you can give me a suggestion for something you would use to represent it in the comments down below. Alrighty? Now, my friends, that is all I have for you this week. I shall talk to you next Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in the U.S., which will be about 9 o'clock a.m. Monday morning. Until then, my friends, sayonara, and I shall talk to you later.